Europeans, you guys didn't believe it is happening, but it is happening. See updates where I go show now for this video now. You guys will definitely be shocked. Now, European factories, companies, manufacturing manufacturing plants, they have also decided to relocate to Nigeria. Let it sink. Let it sink. And this is what I've been thinking, and many people have been talking about this for a long time. But unfortunately, this thing is happening already. When we're saying, guy, invest in manufacturing, invest in production, invest in Nigeria, invest. No, people go still they carry money, they import. My brothers and sisters, if you are watching me now, you are a businessman, you have money. You have money. Even if it's not too much money, find a way to start a factory in Nigeria that is producing anything. You get it? That is producing anything. Find a way to start that factory. You will not regret. Now, if you think I need to justify why you should start the factory, I want to ask you a question. Why do you think a company like a German company, Volkswagen, we all know Volkswagen. Volkswagen is a car company. They produce trucks, they produce cars, they produce all kinds of cars. Volkswagen is relocating their factory to Nigeria. Volkswagen is building a plant in Nigeria to start producing trucks and vehicles in Nigeria. Volkswagen. You get money, rich Volkswagen. You get sense, rich Volkswagen. Why? It's not Volkswagen alone. European factories, they are in line. European refineries, they don't abandon refining oil in Europe. Even the American, the UK refineries, they are all down. The refineries are down. Everybody is coming to Nigeria. Everybody. If you have been watching my videos for the past 2 weeks, I have been on one particular point. One particular point. And you all know the point. It has been Nigeria has opened up for global investors. I did a video where I said the global investors in Nigeria in the past 2 months have become more than the total global investors in Nigeria in the past 2-3 years within just 2 months. And see, more is coming. What is happening? This is the Nigeria nobody wants to stay in. This is the Nigeria is not safe. This is the Nigeria is not a good country. This is Nigeria is a yeye country. This Nigeria, nothing good can ever happen to this country. This is the Nigeria nothing good is said about. I cannot count the number of Chinese companies that have relocated to Nigeria. I cannot. Why? Why are European and Chinese companies, why are all these companies running to build factories in Nigeria? Where did they bring them? Why can't Volkswagen be manufacturing their vehicles there in Europe? Why? Why are they coming to Nigeria? If you get sense, analyze them with me. Why? So, we're going to talk about it in this video, and believe you me, it's going to be very interesting. It is going to be inspiring. And I love it. However, I'm not happy for one reason. I would have preferred Nigerians build their own factories to produce all these things. But it's still not bad, because these people coming to produce in Nigeria is also going to help Nigeria a lot. For example, what happened in China with the Industrial Revolution in China. What did China do? China simply said, come. Apple came, started building. Mercedes, Adidas, Nike, all the world brands, they came to China and started building. It might not be owned by them, but they are producing it in China. They might produce, carry and go, but the production is in China. The GDP goes under Chinese GDP. The money, the employees, the workforce, the labor, the advantages will still be enormous. Even though it will be foreign owned, but the fact that it's being produced in China gave China a lot of economic boost. A lot, and many Chinese copied and learned from them and started producing their own. And it's exactly what will happen in Nigeria. Exactly the same thing will happen in Nigeria. Even though a lot of people are not ready for this, but be ready. I don't talk and scenes. Be ready, my brothers and sisters. It's time to smarten up. Make money. Smarten up, because money is on the way. So you feel my point. Now, so I said the Trump economic sanctions and tariff was the biggest blessing ever for Nigeria. People didn't see it. Even Trump himself did not see it. But it's true. He has destroyed Europe. Russia don't finish destroy Europe. Now, how much is gas in Europe? Europeans are surviving. That is why France cannot let go of Burkina Faso. France cannot let go of Africa, because that's their last hope. That is their last hope. Volkswagen has sat down, and many European companies, they have sat down and they have asked themselves, if I'm to produce these vehicles here in Germany, if I'm to produce this thing in France, in Italy, in these countries, how much will it cost me to produce? How much will it cost me? How much is gas? How much is fuel? How much is energy? How much is this? How much is labor? They have calculated and they have seen that they are losing. They are on the brink of collapsing. And now that China was the solution, Asia was the solution. But China has also said, my country got laws. Tariffs on China. Americans will make it difficult for China. Anybody producing in China will suffer, because how will you import it to America? How will you import it to other parts of the world where tariffs are high on China? So the prices will become too much. The cost will become too much. That's why Nigeria has become the beneficiary. How many countries in the world have the advantage Nigeria has? A country like Nigeria, fuel is cheap. Nigeria has one of the cheapest fuel prices in the world. Nigeria is among the cheapest countries on fuel prices in the world. Forget about the noise people they shout up and down. In Nigeria, even if you give fuel for free, Nigerians go still complain. That one we all know. So forget about the complaint and take it that Nigeria has one of the cheapest fuel prices in the world. So that alone is a big advantage to these European companies, is a big advantage to these Chinese companies, is a big advantage to a whole lot of them. So they prefer to come to Nigeria and do it in Nigeria. Again, how many countries in the world have the economic advantage, the human resource power that Nigeria has? Now, in the past, I mentioned the statistics, and it is manifesting. Africa is the only country, is the only continent in the world. Let's start with Africa. Africa is the only continent in the world where about 60 to 70% of its population is less than 30 years old. Africa is the only continent in the world. So if you want to look for people less than 30 years in the world, it's only in Africa you will see them. In Japan today, the population average is probably, you are seeing 80 something years old. The same goes with China. Chinese not agree born. Chinese not agree marry. No youth, no workforce, no labor. So Nigeria and Africa, now where the workforce labor body. The future is in Africa. The future is in Nigeria. The future is here. But how many people have eyes to see and exploit? How many people are ready to take this future? These people will come and take it for us if we don't wake up. I beg. So as you can see, these Europeans, these Chinese, all these companies, they understand that everything will work for them better in Nigeria. Because when you look at Africa, despite the fact we say that the youth are in Africa, where are they in Africa? In Nigeria. Nigeria has a population that is getting close to 400 million people. 400 million, which means that in Nigeria alone, you will have about 250 to 300 million people who are less than 40 years old. Imagine the workforce of such a imagine that group of people. Imagine 300 million people who are less than 30 years old. Well, ask yourself question now. What did they not go do? What did they not go do? So, smart people, smart countries, smart nations, smart companies, they are seeing all of these advantages in Nigeria. But we Africans, we are not seeing it. We are not. We are still sleeping. Some Nigerians have been seeing it. We are trying to wake people up. We are trying to ring the bell every day. Guys, wake up. Let us wake up. This continent is our own. Our continent is changing. Things are happening. We need to wake up and take advantage. But some people, they don't just want to agree. They want to stay on the line of nothing is good about Nigeria. But if you are a common person, even if you not go school and you get common sense, you ask yourself the right question. If Chinese, who are more educated than us, are more advanced than us, they are running to us. Europeans are running to us. They are bringing in their factories, bringing in their machineries, bringing in a lot to start building and developing with us. Then there must be something about us that they see that we do not see. Every Nigerian, you should look at it in that way. And that's why I urge all my viewers, all my followers, all my lovely brothers and sisters across Europe, across everywhere, even if you cannot build factory in Nigeria, if you cannot build a production plant to produce something, just buy land. I go help you buy land, I beg. Just buy land for Nigeria, anywhere you can buy. Buy as much as you can. Keep. Tomorrow, somebody will come. Tomorrow, factory will come. Tomorrow, opportunity will come. It's a whole lot of advantages that people need to grab and realize and take advantage of. Make hay while the sun is still up. If not, you go be among the people who go cry at I known, and none of my followers go cry at I known, because I dey give them correct information on a daily basis, exposing the truth, the reality, and opening your eyes. So Volkswagen and many other European companies, they are relocating to Nigeria. This will now become a massive competition with China, whose companies are also relocating to Nigeria to see how they can, reduce cost of production and build their plants in Nigeria. It is what it is. Your boy Ajimax on this one again. Smash the notification bell, smash the like button, and of course, make sure you subscribe to this channel, because there's always more beautiful and amazing videos just for y'all. God bless y'all. Cheers.